Stunners, welcome back to another practice with me. Now, fair warning, I am feeling a little bit zesty today. I have fueled myself with a foot-long Subway sandwich and I'm feeling just ready to kick some yoga ass. That probably wasn't the intro that you are expecting, but it's the intro that you are getting, okay? Now, some of you lovely lot requested a bit more of a balance-focused practice, and I've had a little wriggle around on the mat and I might have cooked up a little something, okay? I'm anticipating this to be a slightly stronger practice where, yeah, we're going to focus on balance, but maybe not always in the ways you expect, okay? Yes, we can find balance through the feet, but also we can find balance through other areas of the body, okay? So we're going to play with it a little bit. We're going to start standing and we're going to think about connecting down to the feet, of course. For your practice, you might want a couple of blocks as well, so make sure you have those nearby. Let's go, shall we? Good luck to us all. Okay, so from here, let's start standing. Let's plant the feet down towards the earth. Okay, let's calm down a little bit, shall we? So let's just soften those shoulders down and away from those ears. Feel free to have a slightly wider stance for the feet, all 10 toes pointing forwards. Arms hang heavy. Beautiful. And as always, feel as though you can just drop into this moment, arrive here. And welcome in just that little bit of softness through the knees, and you're more than welcome to still be taking little movements, especially if you're feeling kind of fidgety today. And you might even want to kind of shake out the sillies a little bit, that's okay. Beautiful. And then just planting down to the earth, and let's just settle into that downward pull of gravity. Okay, feel gravity beneath you, keeping you rooted, keeping you held, keeping you grounded. And perhaps that feels especially potent as we arrive into this balance-focused practice. So again, spread those toes nice and wide and arrive. And let's bring our full selves to this moment as always. Maybe we're still feeling somewhat distracted, or maybe there's certain things happening in our chosen yoga space today that are kind of distracting us here and there. So as always, notice the details, whatever sounds you might hear. And instead of seeing them as distractions, let's see them as further invitations. This is your moment, this is your time, your space. And we're just going to move our bodies, breathe a little bit more deeply, move a little bit more freely, and see what happens. There's always no need to feel a certain way, no need to act a certain way. Just letting this be enough. And as you feel that pull of gravity downwards, on the inhale, feel as though there's this new energy rising upwards. So of course, earth holds you, but sky invites you, sky entices you. So there's that steady pull in two different directions. So just feel into that for a moment or so. On the inhale, feel that steady rise up through the body. On the exhale, feel that rooting down. And then just letting that effortlessly travel through you. The inhale inviting you to rise. The exhale rooting you here in this moment. And maybe as well on the inhale, you're drawing up the energy of the earth, soaking up to the soles of the feet, again, soaking up more of that stability, more of that grounding, or more of whatever quality you'd like to welcome into your practice today. Again, feel it rise up from beneath you. And whatever that might be, 3 more breaths here. And again, on the inhale, perhaps rising up that a little bit taller. Exhale, rooting here a little bit more firmly. Twice more, let everything settle. Beautiful. One more time, big breath in. And a big breath out. Beautiful. Okay. Now, of course, we're going to start to move a little bit, but again, let's keep the awareness to the feet to begin with. And I'm just going to invite you to play with a slight shift of weights forwards and backwards to the feet. I've been playing with this quite a bit recently, so you might have done this with me recently, okay? It's just, again, that shift of weight forwards towards the toes, that shift of weight back into the heels to feet. Again, keeping the knees soft. We don't need to be locked anywhere, okay? Again, and still encouraging that free flow of breath, of prana, of life force within, okay? And maybe it's then kind of a shift one foot into the other. So there might become a slight sway side to side, a bend through one knee, then the other. The hips, of course, can get a bit involved, and that might feel like we're settling into our own little groove. And of course, you're more than welcome to. But think about pressing the feet down, spreading the toes wide in towards the earth. Okay, beautiful. And just kind of feeling the earth beneath you. Feel the different textures beneath you. Whether you're practicing on carpet, hardwood floor, maybe you're outside, okay? Feel the earth beneath your feet, all right? And then from here, just gonna have a little moment to pop up onto the ball of one foot, and then nice and easy change it over, okay? Now see how high you wanna rise up onto the ball of that one foot, okay? And it's like you wanna really root the ball of the foot down into the earth, and again, spread the toes wide. Keep that going for another big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. From here, let's stay on the ball of the right foot, left foot nice and secure down to the earth. And then again, it's a slight sway from side to side. If I turn to one side, here's like you're going from pinky toe edge to big toe edge. And it's like you want to create this little divot down in towards the earth, okay? So firmly rooting yourself in this moment, in this space, okay? Keep that going for another breath in. Breath out. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to plant that foot firmly down, and then we're going to change it over. So you're on the ball of the left foot, and again, same idea. Little shift of weight side to side, and again, you're moving pinky toe edge to big toe edge. Beautiful. All right. One more breath in. Breath out. Super. Plant that left foot down. Okay, now if you need to kind of hold on to something to steady yourself here, that's okay. Again, we're very early on in our practice. But shift the weight into the left foot, drag the right foot back, okay? And you're really light on those right toes back behind you. Now you're going to curl those toes, those right toes underneath, so you're not on the ball of the foot, you're on the top of the foot, okay? And then you're going to drag that right foot closer in underneath you. My toes might crack here, apologies if they do. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. And then from here, little sway side to side. So again, if I face forwards, okay, you've got the toes curled under. And again, similar to what you did before, you're going big toe edge to pinky toe edge, all right? And this is going to give you a nice stretch across the front of the ankle, which is often a place that we kind of forget about, all right? Keep that going. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Super. Plant that right foot down. And of course, we're going to switch it over. My mat is already moving across my floor. Okay, drag the left foot back, and then again, curl the toes under, all right? And then from here, drag it forward, so it's a bit more underneath you, and it's like you want to press the knuckles down and towards the ground, and then have that little sway from side to side. And perhaps as well as sending the knuckles down, think about pressing the front of the ankle forwards. That's going to light up that stretch a little bit more so, okay? Really, really well done. And again, just keep that going, another big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. From here, let's plant that left foot down towards the ground. And then, of course, having a moment just to rise up nice and tall. Okay, let's move into something a little bit more familiar. Perhaps just a simple sun sal. Take a big breath in, sweep the arms wide and up. Seeing how it feels to grow that little bit taller up to the sky. And then, of course, as we exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. We're going to dive it all the way down to the ground. Nice. Inhale, have that halfway lift, fingertips up towards the shins. And then exhale, slowly dive it all the way down to the ground. From here, bend the knees, plant the hands. Maybe it's just a slow, steady walk of the feet back to come into your plank, finding that nice long line. Super. Take a breath in. And then as we exhale, we can pop the knees down first, of course, and then just slowly lower hips and chest down towards the mat roughly at the same time. And then back bend of choice, so you might just want to keep things nice and easy, just bringing it into a sphinx. If you want to rise it up a little bit higher, baby cobra, full cobra, up to you, just to get that little bit of lengthening across the front of the body. Again, we don't need to be doing anything crazy here. Take another big breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to slowly bring it all the way down. Beautiful. You're going to drag the hands back underneath the shoulders, bend the knees, cross the ankles. Inhale. Exhale, push the ground away to rise. Release the feet, tuck the toes, hips up high, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, and then again, another little wriggle, pedaling out to the feet, swaying the hips from side to side. As always, you can take the time just to find what feels good. Maybe you'll think about massaging the feet down into the earth. Nice, again, still rooting. Maybe it's a case of even padding out to the hands a little bit. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Nice. Now, whilst we're here, let's again just playing with these different points of contact. So maybe just have a little hover of the left foot. You don't need to send it miles up to the sky, just lifting that left foot ever so slightly. Nice. We can pop that left foot all the way back down. Same again, hover the right foot. Again, it doesn't need to be miles to the sky. And then pop it back down. Beautiful. From here, hover left hand. Nice, even if you're just really light on the fingertips. Plant that left hand back down. Hover the right hand. Beautiful. Plant that right hand back down. Nice. Now from here, see how it feels to again hover the left foot. Maybe also hover the left hand. This is our first little look at a little balance. See how it feels. Left hand lands, left foot lands. Same again on the right. Hover the right foot. Hover the right hand. And again, they don't need to be miles to the sky. It's okay. Nice. Replace right foot, replace right hand. Perhaps one more thing here. Might feel a little bit nicer actually. Let's hover left foot. Okay. And then hover right hand. Nice. Really well done. Breath in. Exhale, left foot lands. I nearly fell there. Right hand lands. Same again. You're going to hover the right foot and then hover the left hand. Super. Take a big breath in. Exhale, plant left hand down, plant the right foot down. Beautiful. Have just one more breath in. And then as you exhale, you're going to quite simply pop the knees all the way down towards the earth. Okay, we're going to rise up nice and high, up onto the knees, up onto the shins. If you want to take a moment to roll it through the wrists, you're more than welcome to do so. Maybe a little shrug up to the shoulders. Yeah, we quite quickly built up some heat there. So of course, just checking in. From here, you're going to bring the hands towards your lower spine. Think about fingertips pointing down towards the ground. Little modified camel here. So hips traveling forwards in space, heart traveling straight up to the sky. Beautiful. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. As we inhale, we slowly rise that all the way up. Okay, now from here, I'm going to encourage you to untuck the toes here. So tops feet down to the ground. Essentially what happens here is you're going to drop the bum back towards the heels feet. Maybe the arms reach forwards a little bit. But as we inhale, we rise back up. You're going to take a big step forwards with that right foot, kind of towards the right long edge of the mat, and then sink into that right knee. Nice. Inhale, you lift it back up. Bring that right knee back in underneath you. And then again, drop the bum back down. Nice. Keep it going. Other side. Left foot steps forwards. Nice. Rise it back up. Left knee underneath you. Maybe we add in the arms a little bit. So again, right foot steps forward. Sink into the knee. Hips drop down. And then again, back. Drop down. Nice. Left side. Inhale. And an exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And an exhale. Inhale. And an exhale. Nice. The next time we come to that right side, you're going to lift. Pop that right foot down. Sink into the knee. Breath in here. And as you exhale, left hand is going to come down towards the ground. Right arm up to the sky. If you want to bring a block underneath that left hand, that's cool too. Settle into that slight twist. All right. Stacking right shoulder on top of the left. That nice long line from one arm to the other. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice. From here, tuck your left toes under. Lift this back knee. Beautiful. A little bit more strength here. And then you're going to heel toe that right foot halfway down the long edge of the mat. Roll onto the outside edge of your left foot. Here's a variation of your side plank. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, start to lower that left hip towards the earth. It doesn't need to land completely. And then on the inhale, power it back up. Big lift of that right hip up to the sky. Big sweep of this right arm up and over. Beautiful. Now from here, take a breath in. Exhale, circle this right arm down in front of you. Now imagine that's going to sweep your right foot back to stack on top of the left. Right arm again circles up to the sky. It's your side plank. Beautiful. Building up lots of lovely heat here. Take a breath in. On the exhale, circle that right hand all the way down. Spin onto the balls of the feet. Full plank. Take a breath. And then as we exhale, maybe we shift the weight forwards, hug the elbows in safely, softly land it down to the earth. Beautiful. Still a back bender choice here, okay? So you can dial things down. As always, we can continuously be dialing things up, dialing things down as you see fit, okay? We don't always need to be doing the absolute most, all right? So pick your moments, all right? And find that nice lengthening across the front of the body. Take a breath. Exhale, we're going to ripple it all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders, we bend the knees, cross the ankles, inhale. Exhale, push the ground away to rise. Release the feet, tuck the toes, hips up high, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. Notice that connection to core center here, okay? If you want to have that play with adding in a few little balances, hovering a hand, hovering a foot, hovering both hand and foot. Nice. Probably can't hover both feet, however. We probably can't hover both hands either, okay? Nice. Take another big breath in. Big breath out. Nice. And then from here, let's again slowly pop the knees all the way down towards the earth. Nice. And then we're going to rise it all the way up onto the knees, up onto the shins, toes, tucked or untucked, I don't mind. Another little modified camel moment. So again, you're going to bring hands towards the lower spine and lengthen that tailbone down towards the ground, hips forwards, heart space up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. And then on the inhale, we start to rise. Nice. Now untuck the toes, drop the bum back. Beautiful. We're going to have that same little step through sequence. So again, we rise up, right foot steps forwards, drop into the hips. Nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, set it down. Beautiful. Inhale, left foot goes forwards. Exhale, left foot steps back. Keep it going. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, pause here. Beautiful. So again, we're in that low lunge. Second side. Take a breath in. As we exhale, right hand diving down, left arm up to the sky. And again, have a moment just to settle into the twist. Beautiful. Settle into the shape. Right fingertips feeling nice and rooted. Nice. From here, take an inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck these right toes under. Lift that back knee. As the back knee lifts, try not to send the hips up super high here. We kind of want to stay nice and low. Beautiful. You're going to wriggle that left foot halfway down the long edge of the mat and roll into the outside edge of your right foot here. Beautiful. We're going to take a big breath in. As you exhale, start to lower that right hip towards the earth. Again, it does not need to land and we're not completely collapsing here. As we're going to inhale and power it back up to the sky, left arm up and over. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, circle this left arm down in front of you. It's going to sweep that left foot to stack on top of the right. And then that left arm continues up to the sky. Really, really well done. Your side plank, big breath in. Exhale, left hand all the way down. That side plank in itself is another balance, okay? Take a big breath in. Exhale, shift the weight forwards and slowly lower it all the way down. Beautiful. Now again, back bend of choice, whatever feels appropriate for you. If we need a moment to kind of catch our breath, gather ourselves, cool. Nice, take a breath. Exhale, ripple it all the way down. Beautiful. From here, bend the knees, cross the ankles, inhale. Exhale to push the ground away. Release the feet, tuck the toes, hips up high, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, take another slow, steady breath in. Slow, steady breath out.